all of us at some point in our life have faced a crisis or will face a crisis. It could be anything, from losing a job to losing a loved one, going through a divorce, natural calamities. Now, we cannot prepare for everything, but we can anticipate a few things. Crisis management has never been more important than it is today. Hello everyone and welcome to the Now and Times Talk from the Heart. Our guest today is the head of the Ponda branch of the Ramakrishna Mission, Swami Maharaj Aryanandji. Namaskar.
Namaskar.
Sir, thank you for coming on our show.
Thank you.
And we haven't had anyone from Ramakrishna Mission so far, so it is a first. So let us start with the Ramakrishna Mission. Tell us something about it.
So Ramakrishna Mission is founded by Swami Vivekananda. So and Ramakrishna is the name of his great guru, and the main motto is Atman Mokshartham Jagatitaya Cha, means for one's own liberation and for the welfare of the world. And then we work in education field. We have got a lot of school, colleges, even we have got our own university also. Then medical activities, polyclinics, small dispensaries, mobile medical units. We have got big hospitals as well, and then relief activities. So anywhere in India particularly, so earthquake, cyclone, flood, so immediately our sadhus and devotees and volunteers, they will go there and do survey, and then primary relief, first food packet, etc.
Now, I just spoke about crisis. We all face crisis, sir. It is a part of life, and it is. We have to prepare for it, but we are not always prepared. Now, managing crisis, because when there is a crisis, we go completely out of whack.
Yeah.
We get stressed. We don't know how to handle it. Why is it today that we need to know how to handle stress?
Yeah. The difference between past and present is, so now everybody wants job particularly, okay? So even education, everybody getting educated. So previously it was not there, it was not like that. And then job, then competitions also in job, and even then friendship. Previously it was not so easy. I mean, talking with girls and boys, that was not easy. But now mobile phones and society is changing. So, and the more this thing will happen, so more problems will also be there. And previously you see that lady will be just only housewife, and she knows that I will have to stay here permanently. So with that mentality she will come. But now society is changing, our mentality is changing, and this tough competition and more tolerance is becoming less. So that is also the problem. So then the stress is increasing, your ambition. So you should have ambition, but so you are crossing the limit, then you are building up stress. And then we should be mentally prepared little bit. Otherwise, what we say, digging the well when feeling thirsty, so it will not help. So beforehand you should be ready, you should be prepared for that little bit. Then it will be easy to absorb that shock, how to handle it, how to face it. We can manage it then.
It becomes easy.
Easy, it will be easy.
It becomes easy.
Yeah.
Like normally most of us, for example, I'm taking myself, we know there are going to be problems, but we always push it later. Let's do it later. Right now, whatever it is, I'm managing just fine. But we don't prepare for it. You spoke about the different areas where today, we are facing problems. Not that the problems were not there earlier, but like you rightly said, today it has become more profound because of communication even though we say we have moved so much, we have progressed so much, our communication at times is very limited. We are not communicating enough, especially amongst youngsters. You know, today boys and girls, they study together, they work together. There's so much happening, and falling in love is such a natural part of growing up. And this is one area, like recently we have heard of so many cases, not just suicide but even, you know, murder, where youngsters have harmed the person they loved, the person who they wanted to stay with, and when that does not happen, they take extreme steps. How do you think youngsters should prepare themselves for this part of their life where they, you know, meet someone that they fall in love with?
So some points, so and it will be helpful. So first Swami Vivekananda says in his Karma Yoga, so immediately you should not make friendship with anybody. So first of all you should observe him or her. So but unfortunately there is one phrase, love at first sight.
Love at first sight.
So I don't know how much it is good or bad, but that is what Swami Vivekananda says, that you should first observe him. Even his guru Sri Ramakrishna, a very funny thing. So Sri Ramakrishna has very limited disciples, and one Keshav Chandra Sen, the Brahmo leader, so he was very famous that time. So more than Sri Ramakrishna. So he visited England and he had food with Queen, etc. Okay. So he has also one sect, this Brahmo Samaj, and then slowly after some days many they got two groups and separated. So then Sri Ramakrishna, he said, because Keshav Chandra Sen used to come to Sri Ramakrishna, so he got some new ideas. So then Sri Ramakrishna tells him, so Keshav, your problem is you just go on increasing your followers, you don't test them properly, whereas I test them properly and then only I accept. So same thing here also. Okay, so more we don't have that depth. So emotions, okay, so emotions good, but the feeling should be there and stability should be there, depth should be there. There is one Sanskrit verse, very nice. Agadh jalasanchari rohitam nayati garvitaha angushtodakamaatrena shafari farfarayate. The meaning is, in deep water there is a fish by name Rohit. So deep vast water, so that fish is swimming, not a sound and nothing, so nobody will know also that it is swimming. But Shapri, this much fish and Angushta mein this much. So with this much water, he will do farfarayate, means lot of noise. So in Marathi we say, no, uthar panyala khadkhat far. So like that, if our emotions are like that, then our those relations will not have firm footing. So then problem will be there. Then immediately what na, if he says something, then counter argument, reactions, and many times then sharp reactions. So we should say, okay Baba, now you are angry, so we'll talk later. But no, then you told like this, then I did like this for you, and like that, then like wrestlers we do it, and this is not love. We are oversensitive, so we must have some tolerance also, because any relations, whether it is friendship or husband marriage, even your colleagues, office colleagues, so everywhere. So Holy Mother says, Holy Mother Sardadi, sahan karo, sahan karo, sahan karo. So there is no other alternative.
So be patient, as patient as you can.
Yeah.
But sir, today, like we said, everything is moving so fast. Our emotions too. our thoughts, of course, but even our emotions are always so raw and at the surface. I mean, we need a small thing. I'm sure you agree with me that at the smallest of things we get upset, or we can get excited as well. So even having that patience is difficult today. To control yourself, to have that self-control becomes so difficult.
Yeah, that's why this your stability level you must increase your stability level. Otherwise, you will have to suffer. And there are many incidents or platforms where we can increase our stability level. Suppose one movie is there, and we see that hero is a thief, and always that heroine will be from very good family and he will fall in
Love with
them. So I don't know why this is the theme in every movie almost. And then the police is about to catch him, and then we are praying for him. You see, when we watch the movie, so very simple and with common sense. If your sister, if your daughter, if she is going to run away with that boy, will you accept it?
No.
No. Then at that time you should keep your mind cool and think, for the sake of entertainment, this movie is okay. But in practical it is not going to happen, not in my life, not with my cousin. So there then we can practice stability. And then some problem will means the question will naturally come. So tolerance, no patience, etc. we said.
Correct.
So tolerance is greater, or then detachment is greater. At some point, most of the part of our life, this tolerance is needed, okay, but there is also some limit. It must be some limit. You see, one boy, he is going to farm with a bull, small boy, holding rope, and that bull started running, and not only running, now that boy is also running, but now it increases its speed, and now the boy is being dragged. So what he should do? He should let the rope go, let that bull also go. Afterwards we will see if we can catch him with the help of others, or then okay, otherwise that bull wants to go to Pakistan, Bangladesh, let him go. Otherwise simply you will be bleeding and
You will hurt yourself.
Hurt yourself. So exactly this is where then Swami Vivekananda or our scriptures also says, here is the importance of detachment.
Of letting go.
Yeah, you must have love, you must have tolerance, but there must be some limit. Beyond that, your dignity, and if you get physically hurt, emotionally hurt, up to certain extents, you must do that. That is your strength. But after that, if you are not able to let it go, then that is your weakness. Then you will have to face the consequences.
Now you're talking about letting go. Let me take the example of a parent. When a girl, for example, falls in love with someone who is not, the parents know, they have experience, and parents know that the boy is not good for the girl, and they keep telling this girl, their daughter, stop meeting with that boy, cut off that relationship, but she refuses. The parents try their best, they try being patient with the girl, but sometimes it just blows out of proportion. She may, some may even run away from home because the parents are not supporting them. Now, in a situation like this, for example, if it were my daughter, I want my daughter to be at home. I want her to be happy, but at the same time, I know that what she is doing is not correct. So what should, as a parent, I do in a situation like that?
So first of all, this is very serious question, and it is happening in our society. So I am dealing thousands of students,
Right.
particularly college students, and now this problem started in school level also.
Yes.
Okay.
Of course.
So where we committed the mistake now, first of all. So parents, they are not reading good books. Okay, first of all. Second, they should have very good relation with their kids, friendly relations. Third, they should have some common books, some common ideal. Suppose one mother, she is also reading Swami Vivekananda or Shivaji Maharaj, and her daughter or son also. So they will have some identical thoughts. Okay, then they can discuss how was the character of Swami Vivekananda, what was or what is his thoughts, they can discuss. And if they have some good relation, so that girl, then she will not take that extreme step, it will be very difficult for her. So then they can have a lot of thinking and conversation. So then this will not happen, I mean, that easily it will not happen. Maybe that girl will argue with mother, or then again one of the best thing, so though not easy for everybody, suppose though I am a Swamiji and many of our Swamiji, they are handling these students as well elder devotees also. So if that boy or girl and their parents also, they come to ashrama, and not only we are doing some japa and all these things, but such type of reading good thoughts, so then it will be easy that Swamiji, please you try to convince her, or what is her problem, she can also talk to us. So the intensity will be less, and that extreme step she will not able to take. Otherwise then we can't help.
Sir, being very realistic, I'm sure all those who are watching will tell you that today children don't listen to their parents when they say, oh, read these books. Today reading has taken a back seat. Very few read books. Everything is on the internet. With the swipe of your finger, you have everything at your fingertips. So reading is not something, but don't you think from what you have been saying, that teaching our children a few things right from the time they are children, and having certain ideals that will help.
Yeah, means even parents should spend some good time with their children. So they should also know there should not be rigid rules in your family. Sometimes parents are very rigid, so that boy maybe up to certain level he or she will listen to you, maybe out of pressure and fear. But when they will go to school, suddenly they will get some friends, etc. That's why this friendship is very necessary. So parents, they must do some job, etc. No doubt they will have to do, because we will need lot of money for education and medical, etc. But at the same time, they must give time
to their children.
Yeah, and some good movies also they can watch. They can go for picnic, etc. Somehow. So they should observe or think what he or she likes, interest. No, you must join that class and know this class. No, then the gap will be increased. So you think you should have empathy for him. So like that, then if you have some good relation, then okay. There will be lot of methods.
So communication first, we start with communication.
Yes.
And to communicate, you need to spend that kind of time with each other.
Yeah, on movie also they can discuss. Suppose they saw some movie, suppose Sairat, they can discuss. Just
Yes, it's a beautiful movie. I don't know if you remember Sairat, but it was a few years ago. It was such a beautiful movie and so true, very relevant to today's time, right?
Yeah, then we can discuss. So this thing happened. So what do you think? If your sister do this, will you agree? So you have that boy. Or this is the scene. So even this media and these heroines now, so lot of what we can say, influence. So that is not very good. I mean, just a small boy maybe 12 years, okay. And he asked his mother, "So why Jia Khan committed suicide?" She was not a famous actress also, just 1 or 2 movies, okay. I think in Ghazni she worked. And his mother saying, so she must have some problem, okay. So he took some money, went to market, purchased some CDs, her movies,
Okay.
watching, and mother is cooking, and after some time when she goes to his room, she found him hanging, just 12-year boy.
Oh my gosh.
So why this influence of our hero heroines? They are not our ideal. Our ideal is Swami Vivekananda, Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj, Jhansi Ki Rani, and many, Bhagat Singh and all these things, even Abdul Kalam.
Right.
So just one thing I will tell you. So this is how our parents should prepare their kids. Once I had been to one city, and both husband and wife, they both are doctors. And so their son, he was in maybe 4th standard, so first time Swami is coming, as you said, first time Swamiji is coming in our studio. So like that. So they were quite excited. That boy also with his 2-3 friends, he is sitting. And I am very good talking with small kids and youngsters as well with elder devotees also. So I started, hey, do you see movies? No, how to say yes to Swamiji, na? Then he was hesitant. Then I said, but I watch, huh? Oh, is it Swamiji?
Then even I
Yeah,
watch.
yeah, I also watch, okay?
Yes.
Then he said, then I asked, who is your favorite hero or heroine? Swamiji, that Katrina, na, so wonderful, so beautiful. He was just 10 years old. It is not his fault also, okay? But the way he was expressing, na, so you can understand that his influence too much. Then I said, okay, good. I also know her. She is a beautiful, good actress. But the way she put on her clothes, so this is your Didi, is it not? She was in 8th standard maybe. So if she wears the clothes like her and do whatever she does, mother also, it will be nice, no? So vehemently he said, no. Okay? So at least this reality they should know.
They should know the difference.
Yeah.
Basically.
So Baba, they are not ideal. If my sister do like this, so I will not like this. Even that hero also, if my father do some patriotic movie is there, okay. But others, so how can he be your ideal? His mother also can say, okay, if I start behaving like that, like you are that actress, no mother, then beta, she is not your ideal. She is good actress, okay, but not ideal. Then, and that's why then they should have some ideal. Then Swami Vivekananda says, if you have an ideal, you may commit 1000 mistakes. But if you don't have ideal, you are bound to commit 10,000 mistakes. So you must have some ideal. And it is from very childhood. Now my sister's kid. So the Swami Vivekananda's quotes, arise, awake and stop not till the goal is reached. You are the creator of your own destiny, etc., etc. So then it will be helpful to develop their personality. And their mother also, she can say, na, you see, you are behaving like this. Oh, what Swamiji says. Maybe your ideal is Swamiji or somebody's, maybe Christ,
right,
or Shivaji Maharaj, Jhansi Ki Rani. But you have some quotes and some incidents from their life, na? So then it will help. And mother and father also, they must show their life accordingly. Otherwise,
they are role models.
Role models, yeah.
The children are watching.
Yeah, they will imitate them.
Of course.
Otherwise, father is watching 24 hours the South Indian movies and all fighting and all these things. This boy also. And with that, a lot of masala they will have to see.
True, true. I mean, I remember the situation. I was telling my nephews, I said, how long are you sitting with your phone? The morning you wake up, you're with your phone. He even goes to the washroom with his phone. So I was like, why are you sitting with your phone all the time? And he turns around and tells me, well, you do the same thing most of the time.
Yeah.
And I said, well, mine is work. He says, whatever. I mean, he gave me that attitude by saying, whatever. Raised his eyebrows and said, whatever. So, yes,
so then there must be some time zones.
Right.
So while eating, we will not touch the phone, or we will do prayer, or we will give some time reading good books. So many good biographies are there. Such a wonderful hundreds and hundreds of biographies are there.
Right.
So if you don't want to read a song on your mobile, also now audio books are there.
Yes, of course.
So if they get interested in that so slowly then they will get colored. So जैसा संग करते हैं वैसा रंग लगता है हमें.
True.
So 101% they will get colored.
So to put it in English, whatever you sow, so shall you reap.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
On this note, let's take a short break. Don't go anywhere, we'll be right back. Hello and welcome back to the Loving Times Talk from the Heart. We are in conversation with Swami Aryanandji. He is the head of the Ponda branch of the Ramakrishna Mission. We've had some interesting topics that we have been speaking about, and now, Swamiji, we come to this very important topic, this important phase, especially in women's lives, when they get married and they go to their husband's house. Invariably, there is a lot of friction. It could be with the mother-in-law or the father-in-law, it could be the brother-in-law or sister-in-law, and after some time, it spills over and the relationship between the couple disintegrates. What should one do? How should not only the woman who has gone to the new home, but also the members of that home who are accepting a new person into their family, how should they behave?
So there are some points. Many times when new daughter-in-law, some bahu, when bahu will come, so maximum nowadays what that saas will think these modern bahus are not good. Now, if you think like that, so your subconscious mind will say tathastu. She will behave like that. Okay, this is one thing. Second, so these bahus also, they will think, so all these nonsense TV serials are all saas, they are one number villains. Again, subconscious mind, it will create the same situation. Okay, tathastu, she will be villain for you. Now third, both should know that Saas was the queen of that family. So she was running that kingdom. Now she will think that this new member is coming, and now what's about my position, my power. So she is a little bit scared. So this young girl, she should understand this. Second, this Saas also, she is coming, and lot of pressure, fear, how this new family will be there. So 100% new atmosphere there. For boy it is not there, but for her. So she should give some loose rope to her, and some understanding, some freedom, no rigidity, and even some relatives, what they will say, अरे बहू को पहले से ही ठीक से हैंडल करना, अदरवाइज तुम्हारे सर पे चढ़ कर बैठेंगे. सो दैट इज नॉट गुड. अरे यार, यू हैव ऑल्सो गॉट डॉटर, so you will advise like that. Acha. Another thing, what happens now? You see, if your daughter comes for pregnancy, etc., और कब्बशी अगर उसका हाथ से फूट जाती है, तो what her mother will say? पहले तो लड़की बोलती है, oh mother, broken, and it was so costly. अरे let it be, it's okay. और इवन डायलॉग, अरे वो कोरोना से तो नष्ट नहीं हो जाएगी, वो तो ऐसे ही नष्ट हो जाएगी, ओके. बट इफ सेम थिंग हैपन विद द डॉटर इन लॉ, तुम्हारे मम्मी पापा ने ऐसे ही सिखाया क्या, ट्रेनिंग नहीं सिखाया है, क्या करते हो, क्या ख्याल है. सो दिस मेक्स द डिफरेंस, एंड देन शी विल ऑल्सो रिएक्ट ना. सेकंड थिंग, द डॉटर इन लॉ ऑल्सो शी शुड थिंक, had it been my mother, if she scold me or if she falls sick, how I will treat. So she is also like my mother. And best solution, if you see God in everybody, then it is very, very easy to handle. And rigidity, particularly these father-in-law, mother-in-law, now you are old people, so you have got some rules and all this, but these are young people now, so you must understand their food habit, their reading, or they want to go to movie and all these things. So like that, and this overreaction we should avoid. Sometimes we say, na, "Arey, I am doing so much for them, or I did so much," but you scolded and you spoke such words that in Birbal and Akbar Khan is there, boon se gayi ho, hauth se nahi aati. So like that. So even Sri Ramakrishna also says, if you do 99% good to people and do
1% bad,
so people will, this is psychology, they will remember that. So that 1% you should be very, very careful. So very, very careful. And you see, everybody thinks, even you type on ChatGPT or Google or this Meta, 99.99% they will think, I am good, I help people, yes, I am very kind, but people don't help me, they are not
very true, very true.
That is the problem. Then how is it, na? It means whole world is bad, including yourself. So this how then you should think properly, and this tolerance should be there. And sometimes this boy also, no, my parents, they will never be wrong. This is also very, very wrong attitude.
A compromise. So compromise is so important, right?
So your parents are not God. They will also, they may commit mistake.
Correct.
Or you try to convince her, like that.
Compromise, empathy.
Yeah, empathy.
You've got to understand.
Yes. The empathy very important word.
Very true.
And we lack many times.
That.
Yeah.
We lack that. Another area which most people have problems is the professional world, where not only are their colleagues not very supportive, but it's the boss. They have problems with their boss, who's always so demanding, who may put you down for something or the other, and it becomes a very toxic environment.
That's also true, and in many cases it's happening because what happens now, that boss also, he will also have one boss.
You're
And
right.
that boss also will have another boss. So now in corporate sector, they want money. This money oriented. Previously they have these personal relations. Now only this money related matter. So they want result. And then more and more you will have to do. So but somewhere now you must cultivate some new innovative ideas, or you must find out some solutions with this short time, how I can do little bit more, output will be more, or something more I can give, new I can give. This is one thing. So that is what they say, no? You must sharpen your axe. So like
and
that.
You have to keep yourself updated, because
Updated.
the world is changing as we speak, every second.
So fast. Yeah.
Yes.
This is one thing. And then if you are very ambitious and always want a lot of salary, and so then you will have to work very hard. And that boss also should think, means they should, that one very big stalwart in steel industry, so very rich, I forgot his name, and somebody asked him, so how is it that you are not educated in that field? He said, yeah, my workers, they are more knowledge than me in this field, but still you are handling thousands of people very nicely. So he said, so that's true. Suppose you want gold, so then you will have to dig tons of soil
To get to that goal.
Yeah, but you are not focusing on that soil, on that dust. So you are focusing on gold particles. So that is what I am doing. So this boss also, they should do like this, and they should little bit, they should have understanding. And moreover, this one more thing I will say, these workers also, when they grumble a lot, my boss is like this, like this, like this. So then your subconscious mind also, it will create the same negative feeling in his mind, because mind is one. So but if we repeat, it may help. No, everything will be fine, everything will be fine. I will get some good solution. He will have some sadbuddhi. I will have, everything will be fine. So most of the time you will get solution. And sometimes if you want to, then if position is very bad,
you will have to
walk
away.
Yeah, and you must.
But it's so difficult in today's world, with everyone losing their jobs. It's getting a good job, and then and sometimes it's not good, but you have to stick to it because you need it.
Yeah, that's also true. But what I think means I apply in my life. That is what Swami Aryanandji says: faith in yourself, faith in God, and that is the secret of greatness. So you go on repeating, everything will be fine, everything will be fine, everything will. So one famous book of Dr. Joseph Murphy, The Power of Your Subconscious Mind. So this concept is there, so everything will be fine. And Swami Vivekananda also says, whatever thought you release, it will come back to you with compound interest. It will. Pray to God, have some patience. Don't go on brooding on negative things. Don't go on criticizing and discussing, because it will not solve your problem. So if you have some good friend and how to get some solution, that's okay. But if you have this pattern, always grumbling and talking negative, then you are creating negative atmosphere. At least you are getting something here, other people, they don't even have. So have the attitude of gratitude, then little bit the position will change. This is what I believe.
I do remember reading this book years ago, and it is so true that you have to be so careful with your thoughts, and those thoughts come back, like you said, 1,000 times.
1,000 times.
Be careful what you think. It's not easy, but you can always try. Students today have a lot to deal with, not just with their studies, not just with their family life, growing up, adolescence, falling in love. There's so much that there is. But the one big thing that we have heard of, especially in a place like Kota, we have heard where children take very drastic steps because they cannot handle the pressure. Studies, the parents expect so much. They only want their children to become IAS officers, doctors, engineers. They don't want to look at anything much more than that. And the pressure is too much on students. How should students manage this, and what should parents also do?
There are 2-3 points. So first of all, this parent should be very careful. So they are putting lot of pressures on their kids. Once I was traveling in a car, and backside there were our 2 devotees. So very sad to say, But that lady duty was talking to her male duty, and she was telling, so my son is now in 12th standard, and I told him, if you don't crack IIT, you don't talk to me. Nonsense, utter nonsense. How being a mother you can tell like this? You should say, so you prepare nicely, so you can get, you should crack this IIT, you will get all. You can paint this picture, but at the same time, so being a good mother, you should be able to tell him or her, so I know that you are working very hard and you will do it, but by any chance, so we are not able to do this, I am with you, don't worry. So there are hundreds and thousands of other ways. So, and these students also, they should know. So in colleges, one a funny incident I tell, and all teachers and students also know the dialogue. In prison, so all prisoners are standing in queue for food, and one new prisoner, he came and he is not in queue, so others are telling him,
Stand
line mein lag jao. So then I ask, so what he says? All lecturers also they say, हम जहाँ खड़े होते हैं लाइन वहीं से शुरू होती है. Okay, no, this should be our attitude. If I take this field, if I go in that area, so I will make that area great. So true example of Lata Mangeshkar. So somebody asked Lata ji, so Lata ji, you are such a great singer. Suppose if you didn't get chance to sing, so what would you have done? Yeah. So said, okay. So somewhere I would have gone. Yes. तो बोले मैं जिस क्षेत्र में भी जाती ना वहाँ की लता मंगेशकर बन जाती. You see, this is the attitude we must have. That IIT will not make me great. I will make that field great. And I asked some students, those who are crazy about IIT, but tell me the 10 names, 10 IITians, those who are very great and doing a lot of good service to the world. They are not able to tell. Then why? अरे मिलता है तो अच्छा है. If no, hundreds and hundreds are fields are there. Sure. So we should have, and this parent, they should tell their kids, if you don't get, we will find other ways. You don't worry.
You agree with me? It's a very beautiful example of Lata Mangeshkar.
Yeah.
Where she said, whichever field I go into,
yes,
I'll become the Lata Mangeshkar in that.
That field, yeah. So you should have that confidence. So you don't have confidence, you want only IIT. And you see, this is not the question of IIT also. Means you are dependent on somebody, some field, or it may be some boy or some girl or some job. हमारे माताजी पिताजी बचपन से कहते कि भाई खुद के पैरों के ऊपर खड़े हो जाओ. But this is only financial. What's about your emotions? No, I want that boy, I want that girl, I want that job, I want that admission.
We want so many things.
Right? Yeah, then you are handicapped. Yes. So first of all, you should be able to say that. One example I will give you. One boy comes and tells his father that Reena and you are not getting well. So Reena is the name of his wife. So we decided that you should stay in Vruddhashram. Okay. You see, that old man, suppose now you are that old man, so how you will react? Shocked and react, hurt, all these emotions, okay. But he is so calm, okay. Then he said, okay, when to go? Next, after 3-4 days, Sunday. Okay, will you come to drop me? No, I have a meeting. So, great boy, great son. But driver will come, and that is very beautiful, costly Vruddhashram. Okay, no need to tell me. So he went, and that manager of that Vruddhashram says, sir, come, I will show you a room. Then he says, so and my bag? So let it be here. I will show you the rooms. 3-4 rooms are there. So because you are staying now here permanently, so that you select room, so which will be very, very comfortable, and that room should make you happy. What a wonderful answer he gives. Sir, it is not that room which will make me happy. मैं खुद जिम्मेदार हूँ, मैं खुद को happy बनाऊंगा for my happiness. Yes. So that should be the attitude. So then that's why you see again 3 points will come. Most of the parents and students, they are focusing on IQ only. And now in modern psychology you read, they will say in your happiness, real happiness. So IQ play the role only 10 or 15%. Then EQ, emotional quotient, emotional stability we should increase. And third, SQ, spiritual quotient. And now this gentleman is finding joy within. So then some meditation, good thinking, good reading, good reflecting. So this is also very necessary.
We have so far spoken about all the different areas where crises normally occur. But sometimes we also have imaginary crises. I know that because I get stressed very fast, and there are sometimes even before something happens, I'm already imagining what am I going to do? If this happens? What will I do? I really get stressed.
Yeah, one very sad incident was in one village. There came an ambulance in the morning, and in village immediately all everybody will gather there, and they ask what happened. So who is the Bhaurao Patil? They ask, and that Bhaurao Patil also came. So maybe name, but I think this is a true story. And he asked what happened. So that ambulance wala, he asked, so everything fine in your house? Yeah. Do you have daughter named Uma? Yes. What happened? She is fine. Yes. Okay, Mr. Patil, then we will leave. But why did you come, and how do you know the name of Uma? So Patilji, there was some miscommunication or some mischief, I think, rather than miscommunication. So somebody called us and said that Uma is having labor pain and she is suffering a lot, and immediately some medical help will be needed, and immediately we came here. Then Patil said, you see, that is our Uma, such a beautiful and innocent girl, she is standing there, 18-year-old. She also heard this. And then this ambulance people, they said, okay, somebody mischievously this done this, so now we will take your leave. The moment they went, this Uma, she went in bathroom, she poured kerosene and lit herself. Why this is imaginary crisis? Now people will think, and I am pregnant, or all these things. Arey Baba, face the brutes. Swami Vivekananda says, strength is life, weakness is death. Why don't you have strength? You should have emotional strength. Even if I commit something wrong, if I want to change myself, I want to face, I will face, I can face and I can fight the whole world. So Shivaji Maharaj and Jhansi Ki Rani and all these things. So that is what I said, no? If you have an ideal before you, if you have some good quotations and some good incident in Swami Vivekananda's life, he faced a lot, including poison and character assassination and all these things. Even Shivaji Maharaj, Jhansi Ki Rani, all great person. Abdul Kalam, he was about to commit suicide, but now he became such a great person. So we should say, whatever it may come, I will be able to face it. 101% I will get the solution, 101% I will be able to face it. That Samudra Manthan, you know, they were churning that ocean for nectar. But suddenly the poison came. Nobody is ready to take it. That Shankara came and he consumed it. In our day-to-day life also, this thing happened. Everybody wants
poison, we come across a lot of negativity.
Yeah, everybody wants nectar. So in the form of love, some good message, some call and some loving
Promotion
and
wealth,
caring,
yes.
yeah, all these things.
Yes.
That's good. You must do for this. You must work hard. But at the same time, you must get prepared that poison may come. It will come, not, you don't say. It may come, but then I should be able, I am follower of Shiva, I am devotee of Shiva, I am his son. So I have that strength. I will be able to digest it. And then Swami Vivekananda said, what you think you will become? You can become Shiva. What is that? And you will be able to face it. Hundreds and thousands of examples are there. So we can handle it like that.
So besides meditation and of course prayer, what are some of the tools that we can use to become more resilient, to be able to manage stress?
Yeah, good biographies are there. Very good biographies are there. Yeah, you must read, you must discuss. So maybe in your family 3-4 members are there, na? Some good biography daily for 15 minutes or while going to bed 10 minutes if you read, na. So then you can discuss also. If some problem is there, your daughter also can say, Mama, that do we read this incident? Why are you in stress? How that person that faced the situation? I am also with you. Then you will say, Arey, how nicely she is there. So like that you must have some group, maybe family group or some your cousins and all these things. But you must have some this discussion like this.
Right. Swamiji, that brings us to the end of our talk. It has been absolutely mind-opening to say. It has been really interesting speaking to you. It has expanded the mind to, to see things in different ways. And I am sure the audience also agrees with me that there is so much. Swamiji has given us a lot of food for thought. It's time for us to look not outside but within and utilize the tips that he has given us. Swamiji, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Namaskar.
Namaskar.
And to all our audience, thank you for your time, for your patience, and until next time, take care.
And one more thing I will say, if somebody has some problem, they can contact me. So I am ready to help them.
Swamiji is at the Ponda branch of the Ramakrishna Mission. If you go online, you will get the email address as well. And he's been very kind and he said you can contact him. This is amazing because not everyone is ready to give you the time. So he is ready to give you the time. If you have anything you need to speak with him, please do so. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.